Well, it's just a horrible night in the boatyard. It's Sunday night, it's rainy. We didn't get a chance to do any boat work today. It's 10 o'clock and we're hoping for better things tomorrow so we can get out and start doing some sanding and maybe some painting. But even though we couldn't do any boat work today, it doesn't mean that the boat's not a nice place to be. Hey Deb, you all cuddly and warm? Okay, night night.
We had been living in the boatyard for 6 of the past 10 months. It was noisy and dirty, and the daily grind of boat work was starting to take its toll on us. We made friends with our neighbours, and that was a fun distraction for a while, but we knew inevitably we'd have to wish them well and wave them goodbye. We looked on enviously as countless cruise ships came and went, and all the while we were stuck in the same spot. We desperately wanted to break Galeen out of the yard and set off on our summer sailing adventure, but there were still a few jobs we needed to check off the list first.
Take a picture of how the other half lives.
How does the other half live?
Well, okay, I'm dumping a pea bucket and these people are on a cruise.
Alright, ooh, lovely, good morning. It's not a picture, it's a video.
It's a video, okay. Okay, well this is the reality of cruising. Well, when your boat's in a boatyard, you have to pee in a bucket at night and dump it. Hey, how's it going?
In the toilet the next day.
In the toilet for next day. When these people have lovely toilets, each in their own stateroom.
They're going cruising. We're going cruising soon too.
You take the next size up fid. In this case, I think it's a number, whatever. Take the next size up fid, and you put it through the little hole you just made. And this time, you take the opposite end. So this is your tail end. You take a loop in this end, and pass it through. And here's where the magic happens.
You keep saying that, but it's fucking magic the way I can't tell
Make
which.
it go around and in on itself.
Okay.
Then you take a.
So this is our new Dyneema lifelines, and so I spliced an eyelet into this, but it's just a little too wide for our turnbuckle here. So I probably should have sized that up first, but I didn't know we were going to use turnbuckles. I thought we were going to use lashings, and I found these old ones and put them to good use. But right now I just got to make them fit.
Well, the other one took a bit of...
Took about an hour, if I recall.
It looks great.
Yeah. Okay, so Deb, what you doing?
I'm making some... Oh, my knees. I'm making some repairs to the deck. We've already done a patch up there, and what was happening, I'm using 60 grade sandpaper, and as I was sanding yesterday, it was just kind of, obviously there's some old repairs, maybe 2 levels of old repairs underneath, because this is gel coat on I think 2 different layers of gel coat. Originally it was like this brown colour, same as that in the cockpit, and then there's a white layer underneath, but what I was seeing was like other colours, and it was all like disintegrating basically in a scary way. So that's why I ended up putting so much epoxy filler in there. But this part right outside the cockpit, not too bad. I've been sanding away, and there's a little bit of deterioration, and I will smooth over that, but not too bad, except for this part. So this looks like I'm trying to bore my way through to Australia. at the moment. I've taken so much out, but it was kind of a bubble, and when I was pressing it, it would move up and down, which I believe is really not a good sign. So, and there's quite clearly been like a number of repairs underneath. There's like, I don't know what it is. There's a couple of different things underneath there. So I've hacked it all out. I'm going to smooth it around the edges and clean it up, and then it might take, here's a safety tip, children. Always put the blade back in your Stanley knife. Yeah, I think it might take a couple or maybe 3 fine layers. At first, like the natural thing when you've got a mitt full of this epoxy putty is just to slap it all on and fill in the hole, but I'm finding that as I'm going to read and I watch YouTube and I talk to the ML group, is that it's probably best to gradually fill it and just keep like, you know, maybe 2 or 3 layers. I don't know, we'll see. Never done this before, so I'm only thinking that with this whole repairing and painting project that we've taken on, that it can't look any worse at the end of the day.
Yeah, so this is one of the easiest jobs, replacing the sacrificial anodes. They're made of zinc, and the idea behind that is they corrode before the other metals in your boat corrode. So yeah, we have one on either side of the rudder. So if you follow me, and it's also a job you can sit down. So it comes with its own bolts, but this one's a little bit different. So I've got the wrench for that. And yeah, you don't want the anti-foul to be between the anode and the boat, because it would defeat the purpose. So yep.
How often do you have to do this?
Well, I guess if you leave your boat out of the water, they don't corrode as fast, but I guess you should do it every season. You can replace them underwater, which a lot of people do, if they don't have to bring their boat out for any reason.
The joys of filming in a boatyard, eh?
Yeah. We've got an upgrade in our bow thrusters. These were the only ones. They just had 4 little blades, and you could of course send for an upgrade that has 5 blades. And it's not just 5 blades. It's less noise, more thrust. That's what she said. Feeling great. Feeling fantastic.
You're lying to me.
It doesn't matter how I feel. We're going to splash in 2 days. So.
That's really the to-do list.
Yeah.
Well, it is the eve of our leaving the boatyard, and what time is it? 7:15, and we're still painting the deck, if you can believe it. It's just an absolute shit show around here. Everything's just getting stuffed into the front rebirth, because we figure we can sort it out once we get to the marina. We've got It's 3 days there, and Pete is just taken over painting the deck. He's had 2 coats on it today. I'm really appreciative of that because it's kind of hard on the back. So we're looking forward to getting out of here. It's been a long 10 months. At the same time, it seems like we've got another few hours work ahead of us just to get ready to go into the water. We got to bring stuff back on board that's under the boat, and can't do that until the paint is somewhat dry, so that might happen first thing in the morning. And we're probably going to go in quite early, I think about 9 o'clock or something like that, so hopefully the paint won't be so sticky that we can't walk on it. Yeah, that's where we're at.
Devotion that brings me down. That without my love for the ocean, I will be no one. No one.
It was more a feeling of relief for me rather than elation splashing Galeen. It had been a long 10 months. Deb was feeling a little bit apprehensive, which is fair enough because the first thing we had to do was just check every through hull to make sure we hadn't had any water coming in. There's a level of vigilance that you have to have when your boat's on the water that you just don't feel when it's nice and safe in a boatyard. But we felt ready. We were looking forward to the next adventure.
Join us next time as we start our mad dash across the Aegean to check out of Greece before our visa expires.
Because if you get it wrong, it's still a strong knot. I have to do it 2 times because I always get my rabbit going up and down the wrong hole or something like that. Or
The bowline, you have to put it through there and then try to bowl.
Yeah,
You want me to?
it's handy to have the sail on when you do it.
No, here.
Can't do it when it's on.
Okay, here.
you have to think about a hole and a rabbit in the tree.
I can do the up and
Oh,
down
gosh.
thing, but he does it a different way.
Oh wow! Yeah, I have friends who do it a different way. And
Hold on a second. Just all go away. Do you want to look at the? Do you want to see if you can find a cable tie
Yeah.
in the red bag?
I could definitely do that.
right,